Who's ready for another tag video? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video as it is a tag video. I've really enjoyed doing these lately as it gives me a video idea. When I wouldn't say I'm struggling, but a lot of things I want to do, I don't have time in the day to film, if that makes sense. So I'm really grateful for all these things I have been tagged in. The most recent tag video I did was a pin tag, so if you didn't check that out, I will leave a card up above to that. So I was tagged by Chloe Ball to take part in this, and it was originally created by Mombarella. So I was tagged by Chloe, and at the end of this video I'm going to tag 3 accounts to take part as well. So there are 19 questions and they're all to do with Disney and quarantine or lockdown in the UK for us. Number 1, how many times have you watched your favourite movie during quarantine? Now this doesn't specify Disney, but actually if you think of what my favourite films are, which are Oliver and Company, Saving Mr. Banks, Benny and June, and 500 Days of Summer, I haven't watched any of those during this quarantine. Because we've recently got Disney Plus in the UK, I've just been binge watching Disney Channel TV shows rather than watching films. Although the other day I did watch the Lizzie McGuire movie, which is one of my favourites. Another one of my all-time favourite films is A Cinderella Story, which I haven't watched in a while either. So I actually haven't. I've been watching nostalgic things, but not my favourite films, if that makes sense. Number 2, if you could be on a vacation at any Disney location, which would you choose? I feel like I'd be at Alani, because that's actually what I've called my Animal Crossing island, because I don't think I'll ever be able to get to Hawaii, so that's like my dream location. 3, have you had to cancel or reschedule a Disney trip? Yes, technically. So it got cancelled, but not in the way that meant we got refunded. Our booking on Expedia actually says we went, even though it says the flight was cancelled. So I would love for Expedia to tell me how I managed to go on that trip if I couldn't get there. So right now we've got none of the money back, so we can't reschedule, but if you want some more detail I will leave a card to the video where I announced that. Number 4, if you could ride any Disney ride right now, which would you choose? So in last week's pin tag video I said Big Thunder Mountain because I really wanted some fresh air and adrenaline, but actually today I would like something indoors, so I would really like to go on Pirates of the Caribbean. I miss the smell of the water and just generally I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Number 5, if you could eat at any Disney restaurant, which would you choose? So I would go for the Carnation Cafe in Disneyland. I absolutely love the chicken fried chicken, which was Walt's favourite, and I really love the Fanta float, like the scoops of vanilla ice cream in there. Number 6, what Disney snack are you craving right now? Now this is Jodie and Laura's fault because they bought me 2 Rice Krispie treats in our snack swap, which again I will leave a card for, but I really miss Rice Krispie treats right now. I never used to be a fan of them, but on our last Disneyland trip that was what I would go to when I was a little bit peckish. I also fancy the cake pops and the candy apples as well. Number 7, what Disney scents do you have or want in your house? So I have a Main Street Bakery scent and I have a Castle Club scent, which is supposed to smell like the Disneyland Hotel in Disneyland Paris. But right now I think I'd really want the smell of the confectionery shop where all the treats are, and I would also like just the smell of the It's a Small World water. Number 8, have you streamed Onward yet? No, I haven't because it's not on Disney Plus in the UK yet. However, I was lucky enough to go and see Onward before this whole situation happened, and I did post a review of Onward as well, so I'm going to leave a card for that. There's a lot of cards in this video. Number 9, what Disney classic movie or TV series have you reconnected with during the quarantine? So there's been quite a few. I watched The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I wasn't very happy with the character of Maddie. She was always my favourite in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, but watching it back now, she just uses London. She tries to take advantage of the fact that London isn't very clever to get money out of her, and I just really don't like her character. And then I watched the Lizzie McGuire TV series, and I think Miranda uses Lizzie a lot. She will make Lizzie take the blame for something she didn't do just because Miranda wants to go out on a date with someone and she can't go on that date if Lizzie doesn't do this, and I just think she's really manipulative. So I am struggling to watch these Disney Channel shows as an adult because I just think that there's some real toxicity in some of these characters. And now I am watching The Sweet Life on Deck, which isn't as bad because Maddie isn't in that, and I think the character they replaced her with, Bailey, is actually really nice and she doesn't manipulate London even half as much as Maddie did. So I forgot to actually answer this one when I filmed the video, so here I am editing. Number 10, if you had to pick one Disney character to be quarantined with, who would you choose? So I wouldn't want somebody too high energy because I find that really annoying. I actually like just being left to my own devices. So I feel like I'd like to be quarantined with someone like Carl from Up because he likes his own space as well, so he wouldn't actually invade anybody else's space. But also for the same reason I could probably choose Sully because Sully can often get infuriated with Mike, so I think we would get along quite well. Number 11, would you be watching Mulan if it were in theatres right now? Yes, I definitely would. We were actually planning to see it and my friend Amy got me a Cineworld voucher for my birthday specifically to use when I went and saw Mulan, so I was actually planning on going to see it, and I wish they would have just put it straight on Disney Plus so I had something new to watch right now, but they are loading new content onto Disney Plus every week, which I'm incredibly grateful for. Number 12, have you pulled a Mulan? Have you cut your own hair? Yes, I have. I watched a video by Brad Mondo on how to cut your hair at home. He's one of my favourite creators outside of the Disney community. I don't think I did a terrible job, but I've been too scared to hack at my fringe and I don't like how it's sort of curling into a little beard there. But I did try to do my fringe and I didn't like how uneven it came out, so I've just left that bit and my hairdresser can sort that out for me. But I did cut the ends. I have been doing my ends for quite a while, but I wasn't really happy with how I did it this time, so it needs to grow a bit more. The main thing I wanted to do was actually dye my hair blue, but it would involve a lot of bleach and I just don't want to commit to that. Number 13, are you feeling creative? I did make that skyliner with my mum, but I would say no, I'm not feeling very creative. I don't really like getting messy, I don't like glue on my fingers and things like that. So I've just been reading and playing Animal Crossing. I haven't really done anything that creative. Number 14, if you got to have a Disney sidekick, which would you pick? I think I'd pick Pua because even though he's not actually that helpful, just having him there would improve my mood. So yeah, I think I would choose Pua. Number 15, what are you binge watching? So I am binge watching The Sweet Life on Deck right now and also all of the Star Wars films. I need to start Rogue One tonight, and by the time this video goes up, The Rise of Skywalker will be on Disney Plus, so I'm making sure I can watch that pretty soon. Number 16, which Disney character would handle quarantine best? I think either Rapunzel or Belle, funnily enough my two favourite princesses, because Belle is happy if she's reading, and let's face it, she spent all that time in the castle with the Beast, and Rapunzel, even though she gets restless in Tangled, you can see that she's gotten used to being in her tower, so I think 3 weeks to her being stuck in the tower would have been nothing, but I understand for us who have never had anything like this, it is very constrictive and most of us don't like it. Number 17, if this were the work of a Disney villain, which would it be? This is a very interesting question. These were very well thought out. I feel like this would be like something that Maleficent would do. She is the main villain in a book I'm reading right now, so I just blame everything on her. But I think that she's got these sorts of powers that could cause a global pandemic and also make everybody stay at home, so yeah, I would blame Maleficent. Number 18, what are you reading? So this is the book I'm on about. I am reading the first book in the Kingdom Keepers series, Disney After Dark. These are being rewritten, but because I have the entire series, I would just rather read them as is. It's such an old book that they call Hollywood Studios MGM. I really love the colours bouncing off this book. As you can see, I'm nearly finished, and I think there's 5 or 6 more books in this series, so I will dive into the second one as soon as I finish this. I did read it a couple of years ago and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I just fancied rereading it. And finally, question number 19. What Disney song best represents how you feel during the quarantine? I feel like it's going to be Into the Unknown, because when this first happened it didn't feel real to me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna work from home, it's fine. But now it's all scary and we're not sure when it's going to be better. And you can feel in the Into the Unknown song the anxiety that Elsa is feeling, so I definitely feel that it's Into the Unknown. If I were a character, a non-Disney character, I would be Ross in that episode where he keeps telling everybody he's fine while he's trying not to cry. That's basically me right now. So that is the Disney quarantine tag finished. I thought there would be 20 questions, not 19, but they were all really well thought out. And now I'm going to tag 3 channels. I am going to tag Andy and Joe at Park Pioneer. They are posting a video every day in May, so make sure you head over to their channel and binge watch their content. I know I will be. I'm going to tag the Jodie and Laura life as well, because I'd love to know how they are handling the lockdown. And I'm going to tag Emily at Wannabe Mouseketeer. She has tagged me in another tag video that I do need to film, but I know she is producing a lot of content on her YouTube right now, so I'm going to tag her to do this. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and be kind. Bye guys.